All right, this is opponent number 2. Let's take a look. This is our landscape shot, 50 points for adjusting the brightness and contrast. We need details in the foreground, midground, and background, and we need to crop to the rule of thirds so that the horizon line is either on the top or the bottom third. All right, let's get started. File, open. Let's see here. Landscape, bad example. Oh, yeah, this is a really bad, and I've got an overexposed version and an underexposed. I'm going to go ahead and do the overexposed. That means it's too bright. Open that right up. Okay, here it is, and I'm going to click View, Zoom, Fit Image in Window so that I can see the whole thing. And right off the bat, the first thing I need to do is save it. Save as. Remember, this is your first and last name. My first and last name is Rachel Girot. What's yours? You type that now. And then after that, you type landscape and leave the .xcf there and click save. Make sure you have it in the right photo. See, it's in my digital photo 2018 Girot's Photos Landscape Portrait Street folder. Yeah, you should have yours in a special folder where you can find it when you go to upload it to the Dropbox, right? So I talked about the rule of thirds, and up here by this ruler, I'm just going to click and drag, and you'll notice that I can pull down a grid line or a guideline, and I can pull down another one. And so what I can do is I can make sure that I'm cropping to the rule of thirds. This is a really, really boring picture. I can also get thirds lines and bring them over from the left. And so I'm just eyeballing it, like how much is a third, okay? It might not be perfect, but there I go. There's my thirds. So is my horizon line on that third? Yes, it certainly is. What if I decided that I wanted to crop it so that the horizon line was on the top third? How would that look? Well, I'm gonna click save. I'd grab my cropping tool and I would just draw a little picture here, and I'm gonna have to come all the way down, and I would have to bring it down and visualize thirds here. I know those third lines aren't really helping my case right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to view, and I'm just gonna click off of show guides so I don't see them and they're not distracting me. I can visualize it now. That is the top third of the image. So the bottom 2/3 of the image are now land, and I didn't actually mean to crop that quite like that, so I'm going to go over it again. I was trying to bring this in and I accidentally clicked outside. And now if you click in the middle or just somewhere off of those 4 corners, it'll crop it. Perfect. So now it's cropped so that it's on the top third line, okay? And maybe that's what you're going for, maybe it's not, but I just want you to know that I want that horizon line either on the top third or the bottom third. If it's in the middle, you're not cropping it properly. You need to crop it so that it's on the top third or the bottom third, okay? That's all I'm asking. All right, so click save, and now the next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in. Fit this image to the window because I want to be able to see the whole thing, and I'm going to colors, brightness, and contrast, right? And I want to make it so that this isn't so overexposed. It's a little too bright, isn't it? So I'm going to decrease my brightness a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's looking a little better. And I'm going to increase my contrast too. Oh, did you see that visual snap? I can start to see the details of the yellow flowers. I can see details in the midground. I can see details all the way off in the distance in the clouds. It looks fantastic. I'm clicking OK. I like that. Watch me hit Control Z. Look at before. Blah, washed out. Control Y to redo my changes. Perfect, click save. Okay, next, come down here to the bottom. We need to change the size that it's showing to 100%. Oh, it's way too big, it's not fitting. So go to Image, Scale Image, Oh, look, I'm at 300. Oh, I need to change that to what? Do you remember what the magic number is? 72. Hit tab and it changes your Y value to 72. Nice. Pixels per inch. This is your resolution. You don't need 300 on a display. You need 300 if you're printing on paper, but that's not what we're doing right now. We're just displaying it on a computer screen. Change your pixels to inches. 39 inches, that's almost 3 feet. Remember, there's 12 inches in a foot. So I'm going to change that to about 8 inches and hit tab. And there we go. That automatically changes my height so that it's a little under 5. I'm going to click scale. You know what? I don't like it. It's too small. I'm going to hit Control Z. Oh, it won't let me. And it's just doing crazy things. I better click. I don't want to save that. Okay, I did. I was able to hit Control Z and it went back. Let's do it again. If it's too small, do it again. Okay, change this to 72. Okay, and this time for my inches, I'm going to change that to 10. 10 by 6, I'm going to change that to 12. I'm going to go 12 by 7, okay? And then hit scale. That's better, don't you think? I can pretty much see the whole thing. Of course, you know, it is a little bit bigger, but I like having all of that detail. So click save. And now we have to export. File. Let's export this image so that we can actually use it. Export as Rachel Girot landscape. Make sure that says JPEG.jpg. Remember, you can always select it manually down here by clicking the plus. What do? You slide this over so you can make sure to see your image so that when you're exporting it and you're checking on the quality of it, you can make sure that it has a lot of quality. So let's look at this, show preview. It says that I'm at 383 kilobytes. What happens if I increase my quality to 100%? I go over 500. Remember I told you I want it under 500, so go down to 99%. That does the trick. 495 kilobytes, that's perfect. My image is sharp, great quality. I'm going to go ahead and export that. Perfect. Now let's submit that to the Dropbox. Where's the Dropbox? It's in the content, Project 1, Landscape. Click the Dropbox, and down here it will give you an upload option. Upload that JPEG that you just exported. Good job. Now go to your next opponent.